It's Dawn here from Oriel Dawning. There's an elephant in the room and everyone's looking around it. They're sidestepping it. They're pretending it's not there and they're avoiding it. How many times do we see this in life? How many times do we recognize this is happening and we just disassociate ourselves from an issue, from a problem, from a challenge in our lives? Because really it's too confronting, it's too emotionally distressing. If we recognize it, we're going to have to do something about it. And sometimes it's just easier just to keep sidestepping an issue, and we develop an attitude or a mindset of disassociation. If we don't recognize it, if we don't identify it, well, we don't have to deal with it. It's not there. And I don't think that this is a particularly beneficial way to move through our lives. We're not recognizing a trueness or a realness of how to move in life. Now, the elephant in the room, well, that has happened to be a dynamic of my family. There was constantly issues, there was constantly dramas, but no one wanted to talk about it. And as a result, there would be, upset. No one would talk to each other for, a certain amount of time, but then someone reached out, gave a call, and then everything went back to normal. Or, the same dynamic that we all interacted with. And watching this as a child, now this wasn't an immediate family, it was extended family. And I'm watching this as a child and I'm thinking, but didn't you do this the last time you visited? And, you disrespected us, or, you worked to your own agenda, and you didn't actually recognize this was our home. And once you come into our home, there's a level of respect, of dignity that you need, a courtesy that you need to extend to us. But always that the dignity was compromised. And again, of course, there was, a kerfuffle, and out they went in a half, and, until the next time. And I think growing up, watching that, I grew up saying, well, why doesn't anyone say that? Why doesn't anyone say, look, you've disrespected us the last time, and really it's offensive, and this is not something that, I really welcome into my home, welcome in my space. So there's a guideline in which, you need to honor and respect, and then we're going to get along fine. However, if you can't respect, what I wish for myself, a level of integrity, a level of dignity, maybe it's best that, you stay in your part of the world and I'll stay in mine. But when this happened on a continuous basis, I just couldn't understand that why anyone would not actually say this. Your home is your sacred space. Irrespective whether you own it or you rent it, that is your home. And, you're entitled to set a benchmark of dignity, set a benchmark of value and worth for who you are and how you want to live, and what you want to live by. That's an esteem, that's a personal esteem of who you are. So, by not recognizing the elephant in the room, we're altering reality. Now, if you consider it from this perspective, reality is just what it is. A glass is just a glass until we look at it. Maybe we'll admire the shape, the form. Maybe we actually don't like the texture. whatever observation we give this object, this glass, it's going to change a reality, yes? So a reality is just a moment until we give attention, until we give our observation. Now, if we consider ourselves having a high regard of who we are, of esteem, of dignity, of respect, we're giving reality something to go by, a measure of who we are, a quality, a worth, a standard of living. So instead of just, disassociating ourselves from this moment of reality, not recognizing it, separating ourselves from this moment, whether it be overeating, undereating, drugs, alcohol. We're altering the reality of the moment. So maybe you want to consider, what is reality? We can't afford to just look past the elephant in the room. It's there for a reason. It's wanting to show us something. It's a subject in which we need to recognize in order to have a measure, to have a level of quality, of esteem for who we are. And this is something, now we can live by, a true worth for ourselves.